a month and a half in the making. It has been quite a while since we've taken a look at our Town Hall 10. So long, even, that we are pretty much done with the progression of Town Hall 10. Just due to a lot of different things, personal stuff and whatnot going on, it kind of was hard to make content with Town Hall 10. Not to mention, it didn't feel like anything super crazy that I thought it might be. A lot of the attacks were Valkyrie based or uh, some witch spam attacks and stuff of that nature. Of course, the nice thing being the siege machines that have been a huge help, but we are going to kind of jump into a possible Town Hall 11 video today. That's right. But first off, we got to make sure that we do some upgrading. We pretty much have the whole laboratory done with the exception of haste. I actually was under the impression that the haste wasn't 2 levels, but unfortunately it was, so I think we'll probably just let that kind of handle itself in Town Hall 11, just because it's like a 4-day upgrade, and I don't feel like waiting any longer to upgrade that. So we also have a few walls. Walls are getting super expensive, and they're not going to get any less expensive over the next few town halls. But if we can manage to get them all done through the town hall upgrades, that's cool. If not, we'll kind of just backfill them as we can. So I think that's kind of going to be our thought process moving forward. Now, as far as everything else, defenses, heroes, all that stuff is good. Everything is maxed out for Town Hall 10, just some very small, minor details. But I think it's time for us to unlock both the Grand Warden and Super Troops. Those are the biggest things for me. Oh, yeah, and Invisibility spell are also huge. So here we go. Boom, bang, shalom. Town Hall 11 coming at you guys. And there it is, getting our nice little boosts and all that stuff going, which is going to be fun to play with. I am a huge fan of the, what do you want to call it, new Town Hall boost, if you want to call it. Just giving you the max levels, and of course the star bonus, which is a big thing for us, that 5 times star bonus. So we'll be definitely doing some attacks in today's video, but we're kind of going to be starting off our town hall with how we've been doing pretty much every town hall, and that is offense first. We also have the dragon event going on, so we're going to be doing some of those attacks with super drags, just because we can get those extra ice cubes or whatever you want to call them, for stuff later on. And here we are taking a look at the super troops. Now the big ones for us are going to be super wall breakers. That's kind of the biggest one for us to be excited about. Super archers, I also want to try some attack combinations with super archers. Sneaky goblins will be good for farming, so we'll see how that goes. And then we'll try out different super troops at different times to see how they go. Of course, we're a huge hog fan, so maybe we'll try super hogs once we can get those guys. But not super pressed about it. I don't think we can even unlock them that early. So we also get, of course, the Grand Warden. So this will kind of be a 2-part video. It's done over a couple days. So this, I think, was the beginning of the event, and then the next part of the video takes place a day or 2 later. So and that was just because we were trying to get resources, and something else is going on that I can't even remember, but no big deal. But of course, we're going to show off the practice stuff, which the biggest thing for us is, of course, is going to be the resources. And for you guys, clearly not for me, because I can do this no problem, we're going to show the tutorial-based stuff. But while that's going on, I figured I would talk to you guys. Huge, huge, huge thank you, gratitude, heartfelt, sincere, everything. We made it, guys. 506 at the time of recording this video. We hit our 500 subscribers, folks. I can't thank you enough, Undead and folks. It has been quite the journey, almost a year in the making, and to show my gratitude, we are doing a giveaway. All you gotta do is comment on any of the videos that are happening this week. I think we're also gonna do a stream or 2 this week. So comment on any of them, and you are entered for a giveaway of $25 on Google Play Store or Apple Play Store. That's about it. There's nothing else that you really need to do. Of course, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I will be picking a winner for that. I don't know if it'll be streamed or not, but I'll be picking a winner for that on Friday, March 23rd, I think. Is it the 23rd? This Friday coming up. I can't remember exact times. Maybe it's the 22nd. But yeah, make sure you comment on the video below. It could be anything you want. Screw you. awesome videos, random dank stuff, or whatever you guys feel free to do. But yeah, and you will be entered in the giveaway. That being said, I also want to do a 500 subscriber 24-hour stream. So in the comments, feel free to put maybe what you want to see. If you want to come through on that stream and stuff that you want to see me doing on that stream. I have some ideas for some party games, but if you guys have anything else that you'd like to talk about or mention, then sure. The only caveat to it, of course, is that it's got to either be a Switch game, a mobile game, or something that my PC can run, which isn't much, to be honest with you. So Switch and mobile are the big things. I also have a PlayStation, so maybe it can be a console game of any sorts, and we can figure that out. If you guys are interested in seeing some stuff, like I said, I have some ideas. Of course, some Boom Beach will be on the channel, Clash of Clans, of course, and then maybe some party games and stuff like that. Some people had recommended during our last stream. So once again, thank you so much. Like I said, for the 500 subscribers. It's not going to stop here, folks. We're going to keep pushing, keep going forward. Some people have said 1,000 by the end of the year. That would be insane to think about. I think it's going to be a grind from this point on, but it's going to be amazing grind at the same time. I did get approved for the YouTube Partner Program, so I'm going to start creating the membership perks and all that stuff. So, and we'll talk about that at a later time, maybe a later stream, just talking about some of the things that you guys can expect, what the badge will look like, some emotes that I have ideas for, and then we'll kind of add on to that, you know, throughout time when we figure out more stuff to create our own community. But now we can. Now we can become the underworld community, truly the undead and folks, to be shown into other people's streams and chats and all that stuff, so that we all know the community that we come from. So excited for that. And as I'm talking about all this, you guys are saying probably the only time that you will ever see me use E-Drags. We'll probably do some type of video midway through Town Hall 11, kind of just showing them off and trying them out. I am not a huge fan of dragon players, or dragons in general, just because it feels like a low skill, not much skill expression troop. It's kind of just drop, hope for the best, and maybe they get the 3-star, maybe they get 90%, who knows. But it feels like you can't really express yourself that much. I feel very similar to that way to tanks from Boom Beach, for anybody who knows, so I kind of treat dragons the same way. So you won't see me using E-Drags too much. Like I said, we'll probably do some random videos with them from time to time, but for the most part, I'm okay, A-okay, leaving them out of the picture. But like I said, we're trying to get some free loot, so we will use them for this practice tutorial on how to use E-Drags, which, like I said, this video, or this base makes it seem like they're a lot more complicated than they actually are. But all that being said, what the heck? Something happened I wasn't supposed to. Sorry about that, folks. Computer kind of popped up on me and did something weird. But yeah, won't see too many E-Drags. What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, the offensive only accounts had huge support for that first episode. Expect more episodes to come. Like I said, I thought I'd do one last week, but like I said, life just got busy. We will definitely be doing that. Expect one, I think, Wednesday morning is when I'll put that out, or Wednesday afternoon. That'll be episode 2 of that, and like I said, it is quite behind, so there will be plenty of episodes to come. I don't want to spoil too much on kind of where we are, and you know, we'll talk about it more in those videos. But really greatly appreciate your guys' support, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that series goes and how what we can make happen with it. From my understanding, it is considered strategic rushed account, but we'll call it our offensive only. Of course, inspired by Boom Beach. We're going to start off Town Hall 11 with the storage upgrades, and that's because we have Rune of Elixirs, the magic item that I'm trying to get the maximum amount of, because most of the offensive upgrades are pretty much all elixir, so we want to make sure we have plenty of elixir to get all those upgrades started and good to go. And right here is the part 2. Like I said, this is a couple days later. And yes, we did create a Town Hall 11 base. Of course, it's still pretty under leveled for Town Hall 11, but this is what the base will look like. I don't really switch my bases too much through the town halls and stuff like that. I mean, you're going to get pushed by players that are higher, players that are lower, and all they really need is 1 star. So I'm not like super expecting to be able to defend a bunch of players, but you never know, I suppose. We did upgrade our witch. We had a book of fighting that we did, and we have our bowlers and our wall breakers. The wall breakers, of course, because our most used, or what will be our most used troop, will definitely be the super wall breakers. Super excited for those. And then the bowlers, we want to kind of get a little bit more action. I didn't use them nearly as much as I wanted to for Town Hall 10, so I want to use them quite a bit more in Town Hall 11. So that's why we're going to get them going a little bit earlier in our Town Hall 11 adventure, so to say. We did get all those elixirs up. We're going to eventually start, like right now, our gold storages, just to kind of get those up to par. We're kind of going to do our upgrades from left to right. So, of course, all of our offense, then our storages, then some of our production buildings, and then we'll kind of sprinkle some defenses in there. I kind of do a weird upgrade method. I, of course, like my star buildings to be upgraded first. So, of course, offense, and then certain defenses, Eagle Artillery, the Inferno Towers, the Expos are all super important to me. Of course, on the top side, we have buildings that can't be upgraded for Town Hall 11, so this is kind of our little bit of separation. And we did build our walls for Town Hall 11, the 25 extra ones or whatever that we got. So we are slowly upgrading those to hopefully get them up to par. And then, like I said, as we have a little bit extra resources, we'll start to working on the Town Hall 11 walls, which are like almost a mil a pop, so we'll see how well that goes. But here we are starting our very first attack on Town Hall 11. We do have the Grand Warden. We also threw a Super Dragon in there. You get some extra bonus points or ice cubes for the event if you use a Super Dragon on your thing. It doesn't have to be more than one. It can be strictly one, and you can get the 225 extra cubes for that. So we will be using that pretty much on all of our multiplayer attacks. Maybe not so much our clan war attacks, but we will use it just to kind of be our funneling troop, kind of like how our baby dragons usually are in our attacks. And that'll be that for the most part. We're really enjoying the Queen Walk. Most of our hits are pretty much Queen Walk hits with the mix of other troops. And that's kind of what it'll continue with Town Hall 11. Now, like I said, I want to use a little bit more bowler action, some witch action. I'm having a lot of fun with the P.E.K.K.A.s, and of course the Flame Flinger, as far as... Oh god, that queen's going to take some damage. Oh no, that's a multi-inferno. The P.E.K.K.A.s and the Flame Flingers have been super nice for us in Town Hall 10. I'm sure they'll continue to do so in Town Hall 11. But yeah, here we have the queen coming into the core of the base, taking out that Eagle Artillery. And I was hoping she would take out that multi-inferno, but I think she does a weird pathing. So unfortunately, this hit kind of goes awry. We try to make it work, but like I said, the queen just kind of does a little bit of a weird pathing that makes it harder to get as much as we can. And of course, even though this is a normal base, not a war base, this person decides they want to have CC troops. So, you know, trying to get through those is a pain in the neck, especially considering that I didn't have my queen with me. So it's going to be for my witches and my Grand Warden to have to try to take out those flying troops. So also, I don't know if I had it last video, but we unlocked the giant gauntlet. Yep. We finally spent the gems. Like I said, it finally came back to the trader shop, and I was not going to pass that up. In my personal opinion, I think the giant gauntlet is still the best epic piece of equipment. Don't get me wrong, I still love my frozen arrow, but it's just something about that ability to get huge, the damage reduction, the burst to healing, the ability to kind of shoot over walls and do all kinds of sweeping area damage. It's just such a great piece of equipment, even after the bug fix with the Warden's invincibility and stuff like that. So we did invest in it, and we will continue to invest in that as our new piece of equipment. So, and unfortunately, as you can see, we are going to get just shy of the 3-star, Just kind of getting a little bit of extra elixir with our one archer. But yeah, those Inferno Towers, of course, very problematic for us, as they usually are. That's why I'm a big fan of trying to take those out as quickly as possible, so. And I probably should have sped up the last part of this hit, but it is what it is. Oh, there we go. But yeah, there it is. The extra cubage and stuff like that for the super drag usage. And we're jumping right into another hit. Like I said, we're here to show off the spiciness of it all. I'm sure you guys don't want to just see me staring at a village trying to figure out what to upgrade and clicking through a bunch of menus. So once again, starting off with the queen charge here and the super drag to funnel that right side, and then we'll throw in the rest of our troops here once the queen kind of takes out a decent amount of the base. What else is there to talk about? I feel like that's all as far as Clash is concerned. I'm trying to think, is there anything new that came out? We'll talk a little bit about the Warden's ability that just came out actually during this event. I think we talk or see it a little bit later in the video. We will buy it. I don't know that we'll put too many resources into it right now. Now, funny enough, thinking about how the ability works, even though it's kind of far out, I might invest into the ability on my offensive only account and literally make the Warden just an offensive based hero rather than the support hero that he's usually known as. So I'm excited to see how that goes, but like I said, I don't think we'll invest too much into him right now. Eventually we might, but it just doesn't feel like the right time to, especially because we're already investing quite a bit into the giant gauntlet and the frozen arrow. So, and of course the internal tome, in my opinion, is a much stronger piece of equipment that is very useful, as we pop it right here, right in the core, to give us invincibility against all of those multi-inferno towers that are dirty, dirty, dirty. And the queen is still going. She didn't actually do a charge here. She did a walk, but her walk is actually doing pretty well to clear out a good amount of the trash buildings and buildings on that left side, keeping pretty much all the troops in the right and center. So much respect to that. And most of these attacks kind of just end with mostly P.E.K.K.A.s and maybe the king or the Grand Warden. Not too much witches alive. Oh, as I say that, there's actually 3 or 4 left, so I guess they kind of survived that. So now, mind you, this wasn't a max Town Hall 11, so I know some people are very anal about saying, oh, what's maxed, what's not maxed. Mind you, we aren't using CC troops, though, and we're not using the Flame Flinger. I try not to use it too much on normal hits, even though the clan is really good at helping load up CC troops and all that stuff. It just feels kind of like a waste of resources if I don't really need them. So, speaking of that, and my shameless shout out, I suppose, if you guys enjoy the content on the channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We hit 500, but we can't stop there, folks. We gotta keep going, and make sure you turn on those bell notifications, because like I said, things are about to go crazy wild on the channel, and it ain't gonna stop. So the leeway to that definitely wasn't, that wasn't the right segue. I was trying to think what I actually wanted to say, and I lost my train of thoughts as I'm talking about it right now. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out when we figure it out, I suppose. And there was our 3-star attack on that, by the way. We're gonna upgrade these last little bit of walls. Oh, they do need one more upgrade. Like I said, we're gonna kind of get the walls all upgraded to level 11, I believe it is, and then we'll level them up to 12 slowly but surely. Not trying to take too much time or too many resources for those walls right now. It'll kind of just be when we have some extra stuff, so we for sure want to make sure we get all of our offensive stuff done first. And see, this is what I was trying to prevent, but there we go. We're gonna of course upgrade those army camps probably pretty soon. Maybe not all in this video, but we definitely will be upgrading all of our offensive based stuff first. So, and there's our fireball, as I was speaking of the devil. Yeah, like I said, we'll buy it, but we're not going to invest too much into it. Just because we want to make sure our Warden has his support stuff going from first, and then we'll eventually probably way down the road, we'll go start looking into the fireball and more offensive based skills of the Warden and some of the other heroes as well. Had to upgrade our stuff, or I should say get our research potion going. We're pretty much going to use our raid medals all for those research potions every week, just because it helps speed it up. But like I said, expect videos coming up, folks. As always, I am the resident dweller of the Underworld, the casual player's player, the David to Max Player's Goliath. Dark Anubis out. Peace.